Hi YouTube. The craving that he has for me is not a craving. It's not a craving for me. It is a craving for peace. Unless he finds peace within himself, then he will have no peace. In other words, the only way to find peace is within. I'm working on myself very hard. And this is the reason that the relationship split up, because there's two conflicting energies at work. Me praying and meditating a lot, and him with his very destructive personal habits. And those two conflicting energies are pushing each other apart. And this is the reason why the relationship has broken down. Because one person is evolving and one person is not. This has happened in previous relationships I've been in, where I've been working very hard on myself and the other person hasn't. And that's the reason why it's fell apart in several, well, more or less all of my relationships. I work very hard on improving myself spiritually, and the people I know, very few of them do. And personal relationships is such a close connection that unless both people evolve at the same unless both people evolve, unless both souls evolve, there's always going to be a conflict of energy. Because that's what relationships are. They're an exchange of energy. You're exchanging your energy with that person, and they're exchanging their energy with you, for better or for worse. And what happens is, if someone has very negative, very destructive personal habits, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whatever it is, even very destructive thinking, it doesn't have to be alcohol or drugs, it can just be mental, it can just be a mental illness. But whatever the reason is, if one person is evolving and the other person is continuously self-defeating themselves with either negative thinking or with drugs or with alcohol, whatever it is, then there's always going to be that conflict there, isn't there? Because it's like putting two magnets together. You get the North Pole, and I think if you put them together, they repel each other. But if you turn the magnet round, they attract each other, the two magnets. So in other words, even chemistry is saying that unless both people get their mind right, unless both people get their mentality right, then it won't work. If one person is out of sync mentally or physically or whatever else, or spiritually or whatever else, then it won't work. So we have evidence of this in the physical world with two magnets. Unless the magnets are paired in the right positions, they will only repel each other. I felt like a lecturer. God bless. Konnichiwa. God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless.